Hi guys, this is Nicole. One last time, we're going to go over a couple of more databases. So I'm going to click on the Browse Databases again and select P. Both of these are under this letter, so I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to start with ProQuest One Business, so I'm going to scroll down till I see it listed and click into this resource. It's got tons of resources, everything from individualized reports, articles, dissertations, videos, books. So it's a great way to get a whole slew of information on a company or a topic. It is default to all business content. You can limit that down by clicking into these individual options too. For this, I am going to keep it broad. I'm going to go in and just use the all business content option. I'm going to take a look at Netflix as one of the keywords and future of media as another one. So I'm putting future of media in quotes. I want it to search for the phrase. There is a connector and as well, and that is connecting the two phrases or the two keywords together in the search. You'll also see the ability to limit it to full text. Peer review, meaning an academic or scholarly resource. You can exclude wire feeds. You can limit it down by date, corporation, industry term, source, document type, or report containing. So once you do this, I am going to keep it broad because I just want to show you that even though you don't limit it down immediately, you can also limit it down on the results page. So you've got all of those options here too. So we can say the last 10 years, and then that knocks about 20, 25 items off. And then we can also go in and say, you know what, we really are searching just for Netflix. So we'll click on more and you can include or exclude certain things. So I definitely want to include Netflix Inc. And I'm just going to double check if Netflix was included another way. Sometimes they add the Inc. or the core or the company or whatnot, and sometimes they exclude it. So I want to make sure that it's all the Netflix options are there. They are. I'm going to click apply. So we went from 296 to about 270 to 76 results, which is a lot more manageable. You'll see kind of a snapshot. So if it's a newspaper, a trade journal, the title, the item it came from, a little bit of about the item. You'll also see if it's full text right from the little result page here. And then we can easily click into the title of the item. You'll see the full text. If it's a scholarly journal, a lot of times there will be an abstract, which is a great way to kind of get a snapshot of the item before reading a 20, 30 page article. You'll also see in the upper right corner that you have all of these options. You can save as a PDF, email it to yourself, print it out, cite the item. Down below, you're going to see related items. And then even further down, we were talking about using the databases as a thesaurus or finding additional subject terms. This is where you would find it for ProQuest One Business. I'm going to go back because I do want to show you what happens if we might not have full text in this resource, but we have it elsewhere. So I'm going to actually do a search for Comcast or iHeartMedia. I'm interested in both companies. And I'm going to add a row with the connector and with the keyword business models. Again, iHeartMedia needs to be in quotes and business models needs to be in quotes because I'm looking for that individual phrase, or in this case, a company title. So again, keeping it fairly broad, I'm going to click search. And we're getting 308,000 results. That's a lot. So what I would generally suggest is using the limiters again to limit that down. In this case, because I was trying to find something that we might not have immediate access to through this result page, what I'm going to do is just focus on that since I've already showed you the limiters in the full text option. If you scroll down, you'll come across sometimes a gray box and it says SFX. And if you come across that, it usually means that we don't have full text in this particular resource, but doesn't mean that we might not have it elsewhere. So what we're going to do is click into the title again. And just like we saw before, an abstract, subject terms, you'll see related items, keep scrolling, additional indexing or subject terms. You can still cite and email the item to yourself, but again, it's not the full text. So what we want to do is go over here on the far right hand and click on the link that says check for full text availability. I'm going to click into this, and then I'm going to search and see maybe we have it in another resource, which would be great. So it's going to search for us. And then if we do, it'll pop up here with a direct link. In this case, it looks like we don't have it. That's not the end of the world. That is what I showed you ILL for earlier. You can request it from another library and we can get it from them, and it will come to you usually in your new school email address. So always another way of getting access to something. The other resource is PressReader. So I'm just going to scroll up, and this is the most current 3 months of newspapers and magazines from around the world. So we're going to click into this. And you'll see all these different options by scrolling through. You can click out and scroll through and see featured, various publications, whether it's a newspaper or magazine, or you can actually limit it down by category as well. You can also go up to the top. There's a little search box. We can search for a certain magazine or newspaper that you're looking for. I'm interested in taking a look at Billboard, so it pops right up. And this is from the one that was just published earlier this week. You've got a read now option. You can also listen to it. If you're like me, I like to listen to things sometimes. Let me actually share my sound.
4.
Gary Trust.
My records live in the top 10. Cardi B boasts in her and Lizzo's new team up. Rumors. True enough once again.
So we can, once we're done, we'll click done and it'll go back. You can again, just click read now and see the individual pieces this way and scroll through using the arrow keys on your computer. You can also take a look at the text view and go page by page that way too, and see the individual articles this way. So you've got a lot of different options for you, which is great. And again, it's the most recent 3 months of current periodicals. The other and last database I wanted to mention is, I'm just going to go back and start fresh. I didn't mention this in the beginning, but we have our popular databases, our new databases, and if we're trialing any databases, we'll have those down here too. But I mentioned this a little bit earlier, talking about WRDS. It's a business intelligence resource. It is new. You do need an account to use it. So if you want the account, you can email our librarian. Her email is here. Her name is Jen. Let her know that Nicole Lamoureux suggested that you email for more information. It talks about accounting, banking, economics. There's some marketing and statistics in there as well. So you've got that as well, but it does take an additional step to access it. So again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. There's a couple of questions after these videos just to reiterate what we learned today. Good luck with everything. I look forward to working with you during your time here at the new school, and see you soon. Thanks, guys.